What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the last video on my channel for this year. But yeah, this video will be a little recap on this Volvo Polestar Geely Lynk&Co whatsoever year, because plenty of things happened. So let's talk a little bit about this year. So 2022 was probably the year of especially two cars, the EX90 and the Polestar 3. But let's start with the Polestar 3, because that was basically the first car that got unveiled or revealed this year. Yeah, the sport SUV from Polestar, full electric of course, and based on that new SPA2 platform. Yeah, it looks stunning, an amazing car, and also finally a car from Polestar with their more or less own design language. Of course, the Polestar 1 and 2 were basically concept cars from Volvo. But with the Polestar 3 we really see that typical Polestar design language, which, you know, of course looks awesome. Besides that, the new SPA2 platform focuses on electric cars, and that means better range, more efficiency and all that. So the Polestar 3 will have more than 600 kilometers, 610 to be precise I believe, WLTP of course, and performance of more than 500 horsepower. So that is plenty quick and pretty impressive. Of course, Polestar is that performance brand from Volvo, from Geely, so these figures are of course to be expected from the car. But nonetheless, it looks amazing, impressive figures. Now the first cars will be arriving late 2023, so we need to be a little patient, and also keep in mind that the version with the LiDAR sensor on the roof, so that new technology, safety, autopilot option basically, will become available from I believe March or April or so. So when you are interested in that option, wait a little longer with ordering, otherwise you will not get that option on your car. Now the other big thing this year, the Volvo EX90, the next generation car from Volvo, one of many to come of course, but yeah, also based on the SPA2 platform, a big electric SUV, heavy as well, but looking great if you ask me. Really simplistic, cool design language. They kind of stick to the XC90 design, but made it a bit more aerodynamic. Now it is an electric car, that means batteries in the floor of the car, that means a lower platform, and hence they also managed to lower the roofline of the car. Good for the aerodynamic, less drag, better efficiency and such. So yeah, that's the benefit of course of an electric SUV in that regard, but still an enormous car. Also for this one, more than 600 kilometers WLTP range, keep that in mind, and an output of more than 400 horsepower, so still plenty quick. Now the EX90 will come with lots of tech, of which the LiDAR also, but also an occupant sensing system, so the car can see like if there are still people or animals in the car and will warn you if you forgot something or somebody. That's not really nice of you, but anyway, it's in there. But also, for example, a sensing system for the driver. It will like analyze the driver, and in case you get tired or anything like that, the car will start helping you more and more, and eventually it will warn like emergency services and all that in case that will be needed. So that's of course a nice step by Volvo. Also we have that, for example, new 3D Bowers and Wilkins sound system in the car that looks pretty impressive as well, and of course the whole new design language, still pretty simplistic. Less buttons, more in the screen, but the screen looks kind of nice, that new Android Automotive layout and all that. So yeah, looks quite promising. The EX90 will be coming to you early 2024. I've seen things here in the Netherlands, they are expecting the first demo cars Q1 24 and the first customer cars Q2 24, so that's still a while away. And well, maybe to touch on that, during the EX90 reveal, they also revealed the EX30. Anyway, the EX30 was teased during the EX90 reveal. It will be a compact electric car based on the Geely Sustainable Experience architecture, a platform that Geely uses for lots of brands, of which now also, for example, the Smart One, a joint venture between Geely and Mercedes-Benz. But yeah, that's also an electric car. The EX30 will be as well, compact SUV, and they will be focusing on that next generation customers, being that younger group of people, because well, Volvo drivers tend to be quite old of course. So with this new EX30 they enter a whole new car segment, which of course is pretty promising. Anyway, the car will be revealed in 2023. Stay tuned for more of course about this. Yeah, pretty cool EX30. Then not to forget, I got my own car, the Volvo C40, back in February this year. Yeah, cool car based on the XC40 of course, coupe SUV, full electric, the twin recharge. I'm having an inscription crystal white. Enjoying the car a lot. We had some good trips in it. For example, we did the Elf City tour. We drove to Austria for a nice little summer holiday. But yeah, the car also had some difficulties this year. So basically the car wasn't functioning of course. The AC broke down when we drove to Austria, or didn't function at least. So yeah, we had some difficulty with the car, but also plenty of good times. I really enjoy the car, it looks good, cool features and all that. So yeah, I'm having quite a good time, but not to forget, of course, a new car is a nice highlight. Another cool upgrade this year we got was for the 60 and 90 series Volvo, the plug-in hybrid long range or 3-layer battery pack that increased the full electric range of these plug-in hybrids quite significantly, up to 60 kilometers to 90 kilometers even for the Volvo S60. So that's pretty impressive, and that makes these cars very competitive plug-in hybrid cars currently on the market. They also come standard with the new Android Automotive OS, so basically it's a Google kind of car, and also the faster onboard charger, 6.4 kilowatt that is. So yeah, you can charge up these cars within 2 to 4 hours, let's say. So yeah, quite an impressive upgrade. Well, what else did we see on these cars? A few new colors and a new wheel design, which basically is now for each model within the Volvo car group. And yeah, these colors, we now have Vapor Grey basically as one of the most standard colors now. They got rid of some other standard colors, the Blackstone Solid. Yeah, that's out of the option list. But yeah, the new Vapor Grey, and also, for example, the Bright Dusk Metallic, which is a very nice color. Now, to stay with more electric range, Volvo also opened the order books for the new Recharge 40 series. The batteries then, we got a new single motor, long range, and also twin motor setup, with all more range, more efficiency. So that's pretty cool, of course. The single motor now comes with about 460 kilometers of WLTP range, and a long range and twin setup even with more than 500 kilometers WLTP. So that is pretty impressive. And yeah, a very nice upgrade that makes these EV cars also very competitive in that sense. And they will be able to do 200 kilowatt of fast charging, DC charging. So that's also pretty impressive. Do note that is for the long range and the twin motor. I believe the single motor will stick with that 150 kilowatt of DC fast charging. Oh, and not to forget, for the long range and the single motor, they changed the front wheel drive motor to the rear wheel drive. So you now once again have rear wheel driven Volvo cars. So you know what that means. Somebody needs to test that rear wheel drive drift capability. So yeah, stay tuned. Anyway, besides that, we also got a new 19-inch wheel. Looks very nice, looks a bit more similar to the 20-inch one, so good job by Volvo over there. Also a cool new blue color, it's called Fjord Blue Solid, a solid color, so not metallic, keep that in mind. Looks pretty nice, and besides that, you know, also have the Vapor Grey and Bright Dusk Metallic. So yeah, overall the 40 series got a pretty nice and solid upgrade this year. Then the car I have a bit of a weak spot for, the Lynk&Co 01, also got a model year upgrade, and yeah, not too much happened, but at the same time, just a very nice little upgrade here and there. So the car now got laminated glass to kind of prevent that wind noise coming from the outside, especially from the left exterior mirror. Yeah, that one was causing a lot of wind noise, so they kind of prevent that now with that laminated glass. Good job by Lynk&Co over there. Now, as for electric range, that will remain the same, 50 to 70, 75 electric kilometers, so that's pretty impressive for an SUV, of course. But they changed the onboard charger, they gave it an upgrade to 7.2 kilowatt two-phase charging, so that means you can charge it up in 2.5 to 3 hours. So that's pretty solid, of course. And we also got that funky 360 3D camera view around the car when parking, taking a turn and all that. So yeah, pretty cool upgrades by Lynk&Co for this year. Now this year we were also able to take the Volvo V90 B4, so the mild hybrid petrol engine 2-liter 4-cylinder supported by 48 volts battery, little battery pack in the rear of the car, basically supporting the car when coming to a standstill and also pulling away. Good for efficiency. But yeah, we did a little road trip to Munich to the Oktoberfest in the V90, and yeah, the car just proved again it's a great long distance hauler. It's just so comfortable, safe, lovely cruiser, cool to see. I mean, a wagon, an estate car. Yeah, they are getting more rare, but yeah, they are still so cool. So yeah, we had a great time with that one. Big thanks to Vos Autobedrijf once again for providing that car. Really appreciate it. Anyway, this car is still for sale if you're interested in it. And yeah, it's a B4 Dark, so the R design that used to be. And yeah, pretty cool car. Also a thing that changed this year, as I already say, it's a Dark that used to be R design. And we now also have the Bright spec, which used to be like Inscription. And we also kind of got rid of the base, Kinetic, Momentum, Summum, R design, Inscription. We basically now have Dark and Bright, and we have Core, Essential, or Essential, Core, Plus, and Ultimate, and still Polestar Engineered, of course. But yeah, over there Volvo changed things up in the offer as well. And yeah, with these option or spec changes, you kind of see that they are also focusing a bit more on care by Volvo, online sales, simplifying the offer. Anyway, that B4 V90, we had a great time in it. So yeah, I'm a big fan of these B-Curse Volvo engines as well. So I will definitely try to find another one on the channel for the coming year. Then I also got the opportunity to test the Volvo XC60 Bright inscription and Bright Dusk Metallic T6 long range version, so with that new 3-layer battery pack, and boy, that car impressed. Both in terms of the electric drive and the range of it, as the comfort, the looks, the spec, the driving experience. That car was just so impressive. I made 2 videos about it on this channel, so make sure you check them out. Then Polestar also came with the Polestar 2 BST edition, the Beast edition of the car, of course based on that concept test Polestar 2 that Polestar used at the Goodwood Festival of Speed for the hill climb. Pretty much a hardcore version of the Polestar 2 performance, engineered to be even more sporty, better driving, better chassis and all that by the engineering driving team of Polestar. So that's of course a very cool car. I believe they are all sold out, 270 examples. First deliveries have started already. Yeah, the Polestar 2 BST edition is pretty cool, and it's also nice and cool to see that Polestar is still, you know, making special cars. Back in the day we had that S60, V60 Polestar, that C30 Polestar and all that. Yeah, it's cool that we are still getting like special editions of cars. So, you know, I really appreciate that. And Polestar, if you're watching, keep doing so. They are amazing. Then to conclude, we also got Apple CarPlay. Finally, not wireless, functioning pretty okay. So there we go, folks. That is a bit of a recap on this Volvo Polestar Lynk&Co Geely kind of year in general, but also over here on the channel. I think we had some cool adventures, experiences, things that have been revealed, unveiled, and yeah, I think we had a good time over here. That being said, last thing for me is to thank you watching my videos, supporting the channel, subscribing and all that. I appreciate that so much. This year, yeah, kind of has proven to be a great year for Volvo kind of things here on the channel. So thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Stay tuned for more, because in the coming year we will have some cool adventures, of which the Polestar 2 and Polestar 3 at the Brussels Auto Salon. So stay tuned for that. Happy New Year, and I see you in my next video. Bye bye.